This is an A-PAC Studio presentation.
Hi, I'm the almost professional amateur comic Tim Morgan, and this week I'm moving house. So you can imagine that my comedy production time for this week's upload and broadcast has been severely limited. So limited, in fact, that I haven't had time to shave. Actually, I do have time to shave, it's just that the razor's been packed somewhere in the mountain of boxes, and well... Anyways. So, just so everybody on air and online actually gets something from me this week, what I've done is I've dived into the 14 years plus of A-PAC audio archives and resurrected an A-PAC rapid funny odd news story from the 2011-2012 A-PAC season. That was back when this was a weekly, full-length, coast-to-coast radio comedy talk show. So anyways, I hope you enjoy what I've dug up. And as a bit of a side note, just so you know, if your landlord, less than a year after you move your young family in, suddenly decides, without warning, to sell the house out from under you, then acts hurt, shocked, bewildered that you aren't bending over and kissing her ass because she did, after all, give you an entire 60 days notice. Just remember that 60 days notice of eviction, in the case of a property being sold, is the minimum legally allotted amount of time the landlord has to give you anyways. So, yeah, no favors given, no favors received. I just hope she doesn't mind the pile of Pokemon Go players I've lured in and buried in the basement recently. Anyway, enjoy this week's classic, rapid, funny, odd news story, and I'll see you all again next week, on air and online, right here on the A-PAC 2002 YouTube channel. That's one of the smaller Pokemon Go players. I guess she's getting away. I gotta go take care of that. Anyways, folks, see you next week. Cheers. Get back here, you little bugger!
A-PAC, A-PAC, A-PAC. Almost professional amateur comic. Rabbit funny!
Woman wants too much sex. Man calls cops. Munich, Germany. A desperate man in Munich fled onto a balcony and called police for protection after his insatiable companion on a one-night stand refused to let him leave her flat, police said on April 12th. The 43-year-old man had met a woman 4 years his senior in a bar in the southern German city on the Monday, and she took him back to her apartment for sex. There they had sexual intercourse several times. When the 47-year-old wanted even more, her partner said, "No!" The man then tried to leave the apartment, but the woman prevented him from escaping and demanded to have sex with her again. Because the 43-year-old saw no other alternative, he complied with the woman's wishes another few times so he could finally leave the apartment. But when she continued to refuse and demanded even more sex from him, he fled to the balcony and alerted the police. The woman then tried to talk the dispatch officers into similar activity, but was unsuccessful. She is now facing possible charges of sexual assault and illegal restraint. My A-PAC take on this is, the real story here is not the menopausal 47-year-old nymphomaniac, but rather the 43-year-old male sexual terminator who was able to have sex 6 to 8 times in one evening and live to whine about it. Give the guy a hand.
This has been a presentation from Tim Morgan's A-PAC Studio. For more almost professional amateur comic studio content, visit the A-PAC YouTube channel. Search A-PAC 2002. That's A-P-A-C 2002 on YouTube.